Today I'm in Pattaya and I'm checking out a place that I've been waiting for a very long time. Monster Aquarium Pattaya. The name itself sounds very interesting, so let's go inside and see what they've got here. I'm going to take you around the entire place and show you some of the most interesting animals, and at the end I'll tell you whether it's a place worth visiting or not. So we have finally arrived at Monster Aquarium here in Pattaya. From the outside, it looks quite simple, but once you start walking around, you quickly realize there's a lot more than just a few fish tanks. There are different sections with freshwater fish, exotic animals, reptiles, birds, and some pretty unusual creatures. And honestly, some of these animals are much bigger than I expected. Walking inside, the first thing you notice is the variety. This isn't really the type of aquarium where you only come to see colorful tropical fish. There are some seriously big freshwater fish here, and some of them look almost prehistoric. You also get different animal exhibits. So as you move from one section to another, you really know what you're going to find next. So this is getting really more exciting. They've got some really big fish here. So let's walk and see what else they have got here. One of the main attractions here is definitely the size of some of these fish. When you see them through the glass, the camera doesn't always give you an idea of just how big they actually are. But when you stand right next to the tank, you can really appreciate their size. Some of these fishes are absolutely massive. And what I like about places like this is that you can actually slow down and watch their behavior instead of just walking past them. Look at the size of this one. I never expected them to be so big. And then you start getting into the more intimidating side of the aquarium. Some of these fish definitely don't look like the kind of animals you'd want to meet while swimming. You can see the difference in their body shape, their teeth, and the way they move through the water. It's actually fascinating because you start realizing just how diverse freshwater ecosystem can be. But it's not only about fish. As you continue through the Monster Aquarium, the experience changes completely because now we are moving into the reptile section. Here you can find some different reptiles, and this is probably going to be one of those sections where people either get really interested or immediately want to keep their distance. Personally, I always find reptiles fascinating because they look so different from the animals we normally see around us. And when you get a close-up like this, you can really appreciate the details. I don't know about you guys, but I'm keeping my distance from this one. And then we have the turtles. Some of these are surprisingly large, and they move around at their own pace like they have absolutely nowhere else to be. Honestly, I think this is one of those places where kids are going to enjoy the variety because there's always something different to look at. And this is where Monster Aquarium gets even more interesting. You're not just walking through an aquarium anymore. There are different animals and exhibits spread throughout the attraction, which makes the whole visit feel more like a small animal park combined with an aquarium. Every few minutes, you come across something completely different. This is the best thing about this place because you don't know what you're going to see next. If you're visiting Pattaya with family or children, this is the kind of place where you can easily spend a couple of hours. There are plenty of things to look at, and because the exhibits are so varied, it doesn't feel like you're looking at the same thing over and over again. And of course, if you're making videos or taking photos, there are plenty of opportunities for that as well. Seriously, some of the animals and things that I'm seeing here are seeing them for the first time. And that's probably my biggest takeaway from this visit. Monster Aquarium isn't trying to be a massive world-class aquarium with endless giant tanks. Instead, it gives you a combination of aquarium exhibits, unusual freshwater fish, reptiles, and other animals. That variety is what makes the visit interesting. So, is Monster Aquarium Pattaya worth visiting? If you're already in Pattaya and looking for something different to do, especially with family, I think it's definitely worth considering. The biggest advantage is the variety. You can see large fish, reptiles, and other animals all in one visit, rather than spending your entire time looking at one type of exhibit. I'd also recommend coming with enough time to walk around without rushing. Take your time, look closely at the animals, and enjoy the experience. A quick tip before you visit, check the current ticket price and opening hours before you come because these can change. And if you're filming, bring enough battery and storage because there are plenty of things here that you probably want to capture. I'd also recommend visiting early in the day if you prefer a quieter experience. So guys, that was Monster Aquarium. I never expected that I would come here and what to expect, but I saw more than I thought I would. They have got very big fishes, very big reptiles, sharks, turtles, a lot of animals that I had never seen in my life. If you're in Pattaya and if you want to do something a little different, so this is the place for you guys to come alone and as well as with your families. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Until next time, for more adventures from Thailand and Pattaya, I see you guys in the next one.